And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Stop your whining. 51 the mic. Alert, alert, alert. Delay. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On first down, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense at 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurt.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The ball carrier.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
This is Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Rosen to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their own.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
makes the score Dolphins 21, 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rosen on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tua to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Down, Miami.
Tua now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
To kick off for San Francisco.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3. And this is third down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run again with Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it. because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Tua to try again on second down. And that is incomplete here.
Tagovailoa's pass. Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tua going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, 49ers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Brought down back at the 30.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, 49ers 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt.
And now a chance to... And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Third down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 55 the mic. Check 55 the mic. 79 Broncos.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Dolphins.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
This is Breida. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job to